we want to talk about the other locations. Okay, when this happened, and I told you, I just mentioned it attracted some of the bad apples within the organization. And them having the interest of bringing Ash Mufar, his wife, down, and they would have full control of the company, also just have a good life. That was deliberate, okay? That was not an accident. And that was the worst thing when you have the best intention in your heart for people and you really, really, literally have changed their life to the better beyond their dreams and expectations, and they go stab you in your heart from the back, from in your eyes, like really destroy you intentionally. So that was painful when we cared more for them. And this is where, you know, obviously as a side effect is like the delay would even complicate the SEC case. I'm paying for that. My intention is like, I'm after the time. I just told you time is my, that's why I have this, old time clock, uh, sand clock here is because time matters, is everything, okay? A minute matters, can make a difference. And I believe we're here temporarily on this earth just for a test. So we have to be productive, right? We're not here forever. And I was just recently reminded that my youth time is over because somebody was calling me uncle. I said, what? They're just young. Like maybe I'm a couple of years older than them. And anyway, I wish I had time to be cute, but the the reality, time is crucial. So I want to confess to you out of a good heart, because I was excited and eager to get things done as fast as possible. I was not as cautious as I should be when it came to hiring, especially the heads or the executive positions. So I was more after the number and the speed, the time. I want to get those things. So my philosophy was, if I overstaff, that's okay. With the probation period, we can, rectify things after a few months and see who stays or earn the opportunity. And it's okay to have that cost. I knew business would be okay, or at least I always said to be over prepared and overpay better than come short. You know my philosophy. But unfortunately, when the heads are, I would say, not clean, or they get greedy, uh, that's a problem because everything falls and rises upon the leadership. So in Hyderabad, obviously that was not our first office in India. We started in 2018, end of 2018. In Kolkata, we expanded, we maximized the office, and we saw the need for more IT, AI talent. Where's the best talent? We were advised that is in Bangalore, India. We said, no problem. If that's a Silicon Valley in India, we'll go there and we'll expand from there. We did. We were having a hard time to also have talent because it's a very competitive, probably oversaturated. We said, what's the next one? The next, high-tech city or Silicon Valley in India will be Hyderabad. Let's go to Hyderabad. So at some point we had like almost 3 locations. One is like winding down. The second one is still, on, and then opening up while we were investigated. Okay, but we decided to focus on one location, and we took that large building you recall a few floors in Hyderabad, and at some point we had 700-800 people. I always aim for maximum capacity. But with COVID, a couple of years where in between, they slowed us down and we wanted to have, social distancing. Anyway, uh, moving forward after the fallout in July 2024, technically in June, we realized that it's too broken to be stitched back. We saw that we should wind down and have people move forward with their life and find a career until we fix this. It's not going to be a day or two. We knew it's going to take time. As painful as it was, doing that uh, with employees then were not paid for a few months already. Mismanagement, corruption from another location. That was the biggest mistake. So we decided to just wind down the office until we figure out like how to move forward, because we have to stop the bleed, correct? Okay. And the resistance still within. So it's hard to know who's leaking, who's genuine, who's not. I have to say it was much, we had obviously loopholes. We had in India, I'm talking about when we were in Hyderabad, we had challenges. As any startup, that was natural. It was tolerable. But when we got another location involved, people from different background and cultures and all that, that's when things, got really more south, okay, and went down. And the more complication, more corruption. So they've attracted or trapped a few of our good people in India to become a part of this plot. And then we're trying to get rid of a few, but it sounds like it's too broken to be fixed. So as much as it sounded like it was not as smooth in India, but it was moving. It was not perfect. Okay. I had my pains with our Indian teams. Okay. But it was still moving toward our objective, but not to the severity of the uh, ethical or core ethics of our individuals. There's so many hardworking people. There's some of them who grew from no one to really professional expert on some areas of the development. And some have transformed their life because of our business, like relocating, picking up their family. So they really had a good setup in their life and they were pretty comfortable and so loyal to the business. So more of those people, but sadly when things get tight and not everybody reacts the same. So you could imagine people who I've left on the payroll for like as long as I could, and I gave them the opportunity over and over. They were not given as much value back because it's me and it's not right. Okay, it's not a business, a good business practice. It's quite the opposite. You don't lead by just emotions or manage. Okay, I'm talking about management. So that was taken against me, and they took advantage, and now they palled with the wrong guys as well. So against me. This is how unfortunate is life. You do good, people stab you. But for the most part, I'm really honored for the people I got to know in our Indian team, and forever I'm thankful to them. But that building had to shut down, and Okay, restart. Where and how and all of that, we'll talk about that in the future. But that building is not operating for OnPassive as we speak. No one is an active employee in the Hyderabad location. No one. I am morally obligated to settle their salaries, outstanding payroll that was caused by others. Just moral obligation. Even if I didn't have the payroll funds or control of them, I was committed personally from my own personal. So we're working out a settlement with the labor deputy, and hopefully everybody will be satisfied or pleased, or will come up to a satisfactory resolution in the coming weeks, and that will be also a happy ending to our former staff. Okay, and I regret, that we had to move forward. It's just an unfortunate thing. We go to the next location. Obviously, that's an easy one. Okay. You figured out, like, we're no longer operating in Dubai, right? Since that time. And that's basically the source of all the complications. Now, a couple of locations were tied up to Dubai, okay, directly managed by them. They were not productive, and I'm glad they're not functional and not operating at the moment. Singapore, we put a lot of money in Bangladesh. We got nothing but trouble from there. We've located, I paid whether payroll for individuals there or for office locations, licenses, paperwork, whatever, well over a year plus, okay? I can't even count the time, and got nothing in return. Not even one day that we operated in Bangladesh. Egypt, we built it from scratch. You've seen the videos, nice building. It was expensive, luxurious location, all of that. And the general manager was complicit as well in the plot in Dubai, and was also not doing the right thing, okay?